Hey everybody, today we're going to be singing the milk song. This is a repeat after me song and a do as I do song. You ready?
You guys look at Mom.
Give me a big M.
Big M.
Nice.
Give me a little M. Little M. Don't give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. That wonderful milk. Moo, 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 moo. Ready? Let's do it one more time. Give me a big eye.
Big eye.
Give me a little eye.
Little eye.
Don't give me no pop, no pop. You can do it with me. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. That wonderful milk. Moo, 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 moo. What comes next? What comes next in milk?
M-I.
L.
Good.
Give me a big L.
L. Big L.
Give me
Nice.
a little L.
Little L.
Don't give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. That wonderful milk. Moo, 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 moo. What comes last?
Milk.
K. Give me a big K. Give me a little K.
Little K.
Don't
Good.
give me no pop, no pop. Don't give me no tea, no tea. Just give me that milk. Moo, 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 moo. That wonderful milk. Moo, 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 moo. Good job.
Say bye, Bo.
Judah, there once was a man named Elimelech. Can you say hi, Ethan?
Hi.
Who worried about his family, how his family would survive the famine. He took his wife Naomi and their two sons, Mahlon and Chilion, to the country of Moab. They settled there and made a life among the people there. Soon, their sons married two women named Orpah and Ruth.
Hi, I'm Ruth. Hi, I'm Orpah.
Sadly, Naomi's husband passed away, and then even her two sons died. Naomi missed her family and wanted to go back home. So she began the long journey back to Judah. As was the custom for her daughter-in-laws by law, Orpah and Ruth followed her. But Naomi insisted that they stay home in Moab.
Go back to your family. May the Lord deal kindly with you. As you have dealt with your husbands and me, peace be with you.
Then Naomi hugged them goodbye as they all cried together. Naomi tried to persuade them.
I do not want to ruin you guys' chances at marriage and having your own family. If you stay with me, you will have nothing, because I cannot give you anything, and my heart is so bitter.
They all cried together once again. Orpah decided to go back.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
But Ruth clung to Naomi even more.
Mommy,
Naomi said to Ruth,
Don't stay with me. Go back to Orpah.
but Ruth opened up to her. Where you go,
Where you go,
I will go. Where you make your home,
where you make your home,
I will make my home.
I'll make my home.
Your people will be my people.
Your people will be my people.
Your God, my God.
Your God is not a
And where you die
and where you die,
and are buried,
and are buried,
I will be buried there too.
I will be buried with you.
I will be your family.
I will be your family.
Good. When Naomi saw that she couldn't change Ruth's mind, her heart softened. She accepted Ruth, and they traveled back to Judah together. Ruth lovingly took care of Naomi, and she became like a daughter to her. Hi, everybody. We're continuing our Vacation Bible School with our 4th week of Compassion Camp, and we just watched Ruth and Naomi's journey together and their decisions, and also Orpah. I'm going to read what our program has for us because it's got some good thoughts. It says, sometimes it's hard to know what direction to take, but if we are present to those experiences of those around us, we can trust God's Spirit to show us the compassionate way. Naomi showed compassion to Ruth and Orpah by encouraging them to return to their families. Ruth showed compassion to Naomi by going with her and caring for her. Orpah showed compassion by supporting Ruth's decision and making the choice that was best for her. All gave compassion in their own way, showing us there are many ways to follow the Spirit's leading, to love and care. And we were talking, sometimes it's hard to know how some of these Bible stories relate to your life as a child, but we thought a lot of the time we are faced with an opportunity to make two decisions, like playing with a friend on the playground or playing with a sibling. And sometimes a whole group will make a different decision and not play with someone, and maybe you find a compassionate way and stay with that friend because you want to care for them. And so there's lots of ways that God helps us and shows us the compassionate way, and sometimes it's not the same for each person. But I hope you have a good week thinking about that and talking with your family. Have a wonderful week.
Hello everyone. Isn't it good to be together wherever we are and in our hearts and minds as we imagine each other and remember each other and look forward to the time when we can be together again. These weeks during Compassion Camp, we've learned a lot about compassion. I think this says a lot about compassion. I see your hurt. I feel your hurt with you, and I help to ease your hurt. Compassion Camp helps us see and welcome each other and helps us to be brave. We learned how important it is to love and care for ourselves. Now this week, we learned what it looks like to be present with each other through one of my very favorite Bible stories, the story of Ruth and Orpah and Naomi. The story that begins in a sad way when Naomi lost her husband and her sons, and Ruth and Orpah then lost their husbands. They each faced a difficult decision of staying or going and had to choose the best direction for them. But they showed compassion to one another, and they each received compassion. Naomi showed compassion to Ruth and Orpah in giving them the option to return back home to their families. Ruth showed compassion by choosing to stay with Naomi when she lost her husband and 2 sons. Orpah showed compassion by returning to her family to help them. Compassion, it's a two-way street. It goes both ways. Each could make their hard decision because of the compassion they received. So what do you think it means to be there for someone? What do you think that means? To be there. Maybe you've had someone who has been there for you when you really needed them, when you needed their compassion. In the Bible story, how was Ruth there for Naomi? And how were Ruth and Naomi there for Orpah? I wonder how Orpah's family felt when she came home. How have you been there for a friend, or for a grown-up, or for a sibling, your brother or sister before? So we can be present with each other, and we can be there for each other because we are filled with God's love, and God promises to be with us always. It's something for us to think about and imagine. how we might do this better all the time. This is one of those things that we can grow in and get better at. Those prayer cards that we have had the chance to use, the daily examine, that's a way for us to grow together as we learn more and more about how to be there for others, to be present and loving, to be with and to be for other people. Those prayer cards are such a good way to help us to be aware and to pay attention as we learn, as we think about what it's like to be there for others. Now, Ruth and Orpah and Naomi have shown us what we have learned so far about compassion. Seeing one another, being brave, trusting, listening to your heart. They show us what compassion looks like when we are present with people we encounter along the way. Because when you or I are open and present with someone, we wait with them. We listen carefully to them. We ask, how can we support you the very best? And when we show up for people like this, we really give compassion. And when people show up for us like this, oh my, we receive compassion. In this great story of Ruth and Orpah and Naomi, these three women shared compassion in a hard situation and showed us how we can give and receive compassion too. I've kind of liked the way that we have been over these 4 weeks remembering how to be compassionate with this sign. I don't know if you've been doing it, but I kind of like it. We do this because compassion happens in our brains. We think about it. We have to pay attention, but we feel it in our hearts. And so we respond to people. It happens in our minds, but we feel it in our hearts. We think about being present to people. We think about being present to them. We think about how we can do that. And we let our hearts tell us how to feel and how to be. Each week, too, we've been having a prayer that has accompanied us. And here's the prayer sheet for this week. I've been encouraging you to color them and to decorate them and have them in your home where you can remember this prayer. And so here's the prayer this week. And what I'm going to do is try to pray it slowly enough that you can repeat after me right where you are. So let's be in prayer. Loving Spirit, you are active and alive, always moving and stirring within and around us. Please be an encouraging wind at our backs. Give us open minds and soft hearts to follow where you lead. Make us flexible and present in each moment, that we might embrace compassion by letting go of what we expected. Amen. It's a good prayer. It's a good prayer. I liked how it talked about having, for us to have open minds and soft hearts. You know, every day you can be there for others. You can learn to be grateful when others are there for you. And in all these things, remember that God is with you, and God is for you, and God is for others too, no matter what. Well, this is, I guess, the closing, the end of Compassion Camp. I'm so glad that you've all been part of Compassion Camp. I hope that you will say thank you to those who have helped put this together online. Certainly a very different way than we're used to doing Vacation Bible School. May all you have learned and done remind you of how much you are loved and how much you can love others as you show the compassion that we have from God. Goodbye. God bless you all.